Renaissance man that is joining us this morning. Renaissance Heather B.
I like it.
He's a producer. He's a DJ. He's a rapper. He's a motivational speaker. He spreads energy around the world that uplifts, makes people feel great. He's a curator, if you will. And also he DJ for one of the kindest spirits that I ever met through music up here through MTV in New York and here at Sirius XM, the one and only Mac Miller. And he's here today to do something really special for us. And I'm happy he's here. I'm happy he's healthy. I'm happy he's happy. The one and only DJ Clockwork.
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 Hey.
How you been, Clockwork?
I've been good, man. I've been, I guess the word is maintaining for real. It's been a lot going on, but I'm in good spirits and, just trying to live every day and spread the love and be positive and celebrate life. And, it's a pretty wild time right now.
Pretty wild time, man. We lost an angel, but I always say he's still here in spirit. A lot of times we're not in the physical when we transform, but our energy remains, and it still affects folks. Mac Miller was loved by a lot of us, even off the scene, behind the scenes. And you've been there. Were you there since day one?
I met Mac when he was 17.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
So the High Life for the fans, for the real fans, the High Life had just been released, and I had just got off tour with Talib Kweli and High Tech.
Mm-hmm.
And my then manager introduced me to Mac off of Kool-Aid and frozen pizza.
Okay.
So that's when I came around.
You came, so you watched the trajectory.
Yeah.
You watched the rise.
Yeah, man.
Do you have a favorite time? Was that your favorite time? Or I know the whole ride was great, but was that your favorite time with Mac?
I think my favorite time might have been when he was making faces.
Uh-huh.
When we was living out in LA.
Uh-huh.
Like when we were recording the show.
Yeah.
It was a pretty wild time, but it was a fun time. I learned a lot about myself.
Uh-huh.
A lot about work ethic.
Mm-hmm.
Just like studying his work ethic. I mean, he had like a Tupac work ethic. You know what I mean? Just like barely would even go to his room to sleep. He would just sleep in the studio, wake up, record.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was like a rap camp over there.
Wow. Are you talking about the reality show?
Yeah.
That was such a crazy show. It was so fun to watch, you guys deal on a day-to-day basis. What you say you learned a lot about yourself doing the show?
Yeah. I mean, just like how to be in front of the camera, just how to, talk to people and put yourself out there for real. Before all that, I was really behind the scenes and, playing the background. But just watching Mac and just seeing how he conversated with people, no matter what, like 9 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, high energy, just cool, just nice to people. And for me, that was something to really learn, that I learned. So, man, it was just a lot of growth. It was just a lot of growth out there. So I would say that time out in LA for me was probably my favorite.
Probably your favorite
Yeah.
time, man.
Yeah.
Blue Slide Park, I remember when we started really, we were covering his progress before then, but that's when I think a lot of the world started really gravitating towards him. But the Divine Feminine, man, secretly,
So
man,
good.
that album right there, man, that was one of my favorites, bro.
For real?
Yeah, that man, it just shows so much. It showed his growth. It showed his range, musically and as an artist. And he came up here and talked about the project, and and I cherish that interview to this day. Do you have a project that was like, if you had a personal favorite?
Man,
The albums?
probably I Love You, Thank You.
Uh-huh.
I think it was a mixtape he put out. That was my favorite mixtape.
Uh-huh.
My favorite album probably would have to be either I'm gonna have to say Good AM.
Yeah.
Good
Good
AM
AM.
was my favorite. I was gonna say Blue Slide Park
Park,
because
yeah.
like that really
That
that's what made me a Mac Miller fan.
Uh-huh.
Even though I was like on the road with him before then, once I heard Blue Slide Park, I'm like, oh, son, low key got skills, you know what I mean? And the way he putting the words together, it was kind of something I never really heard before. So
Yeah.
I became a fan of Mac on Blue Slide Park, but my favorite album is probably Good AM.
Good AM. When the last time you talked to him, what did y'all discuss? Can you share that with us?
Last time we talked, we was in South America.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Lollapalooza in South America, and he was super excited about the album. That's all I can remember him talking about was just the album. And then we had a couple of conversations. I recently just put out a record with High Tech called Ride. And he was texting me about how he really loved that record and was waiting for me to drop it and show me some love, like on SoundCloud. He like resounded it, and we were just talking. And he was like, "Yeah, bro, when I get to New York, I'm gonna holler at you." And like that was like the last conversation that we had. You know?
Yeah.
Because I hadn't really seen him probably in like a few months, just because he was doing the album thing and getting it ready. But yeah, I wish I was able to have like maybe another sit down with him, or just, you know what I mean, holler at him, see him one more time, like, you know. So
well, you got well, Clockwork is here, man. Listen, I appreciate you opening up and sharing this with us.
Word.
Because I think when somebody transitions, is what I like to say, we just want to feel anything, you know, you know what I mean, something that make you feel closer. I was just recently hosted the Michael Jackson 60th birthday anniversary party for his estate, and afterwards I went to sit down and get something to eat at a local restaurant, and a lot of people who came there, I was sitting with these women, and they were dressed up in their Michael Jackson garb, and I asked them, I said, hey, they were sitting there, and they thanked me for hosting it, and they started asking me questions about Michael. And I was like, unfortunately, I never had a chance to meet him in person, but they start asking me questions about him anyway. And then we had a whole full-fledged conversation. And I swear to you, on everything I love, Clockwork, I got it when I walked away. It was therapeutic for me, and it was therapeutic for them. That when we had these conversations, it just made us all feel closer to Michael. And I actually felt like if that's what Michael Jackson would want, and I feel like with Mac Miller, that probably be what he would want too, for us to share these experiences and keep his spirit going. And even his fans, it's been so much overwhelming love from his fans, just like messaging me and just like, yo, this music got me through a hard time. I almost wanted to end it one time, but I heard this record, and it's so overwhelming. I'm trying to respond to everybody, but I think a lot of his fans are kind of left with a void, like, so we got Swimming, like, so what's next? You know what I mean? I have a bunch of messages that's just like, what's next? Right. And I'm like, you know, I have a few ideas that I'm working with. Yeah. But I relate to that, you know, and it feel good for me to tell people stories like, oh nah, he really meant this, and or he, you know, shout out to all the Mac heads, by the way. That's the name of his fan base, the Mac heads. Yeah. Man, so, please don't stop telling those stories. Right. I got a bunch of stories. Man. That's probably for another day, but I gotta. You come back. I got a bunch of stories. We could do a sit down interview. You ain't got to play music. We'll play the music to the stories. Word. Come back. Let's have a conversation. I would love that. All right, Clockwork, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you for coming.
And one time, look, before we do this song right here, I just gotta say, God damn! God damn! God damn! God damn! God damn! God damn! Don't call me a stalker, God damn! On the keys, his name is Tay Walker, God damn! Yeah, we only smoking that piff, God damn! Play the drums, his name is Chris, God damn! I smell like bratwurst, goddamn. The ones and twos that DJ Clockwork, goddamn. Fucking bitches twice my age, goddamn. On the bass, that's Patrick Page, goddamn. 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 Yep. I don't got a reason to lie. They gave me the key to the sky, but I'd rather open my eyes, cause that's what'll keep me alive. Something that sees in my mind. Please do not fuck up my day. Everybody want a headline, I don't got nothing to say. Except I'm coming back with the freshness. You know I love making the entrance. Now, don't get defensive. Time is a matter of seconds. 1, 2, yeah. Off to see the wizard, leave the picture. Me and liquor, evil mixture, demons, glitter, cleaning whiskers. He be Mr. Fisherman. Back on my shit again. Doing my own dance. Feel the rhythm, there's no hands. I tell your vision like programs. Busy living on triple digits, young old man. Y'all dead wrong. I'm upper with the echelon. So butter when the bread long. I'm going strong.
Yeah, I'm only keeping good company. I am not talking to you if you don't have love for me. Yeah, one for you and one for me. I am not talking to you if you don't have love for me. Yeah, I mean, wow, do not touch that dial. I've waited a while, been around just like word of mouth. You gon' hear me out, and I put that on my house. I'm always going overboard. I better swim before I drown. I'm like rubber with the bounce, 100 beat a count, drumming loud as thunder with the sounds. I was younger, fuck around, every summer wild. Always had it jumping at the house. Yeah, clapping for y'all, I'm into having it all. Feeling like Shaq with the call, stature is tall. Rolling around with the homies, a battery pack with my dog. Fuck with my dogs, having enough ain't a lot. Putting a check in the box, straight to the top. It don't matter, never mind the pattern when you taking them shots. Ask God if she believe in me and will she accept me as deity and tell me the secrecy won't keep her free. I'm sleeping, won't dream until the demons leave. I took a nap beneath the tree in the shade, felt the sharpness of the swords and blades of grass. Picturing the images that make you laugh. I left you out to die, but will you take me back? Somewhere in between the crazy and the conscious. She's naked underneath them shadows, let the sunlight undress her slow. I don't know who I am, I'm so good at doing impressions though. I'm going to the festival, you need to let me go. I wake up, pop a couple Benadryls, go back to sleep, so I'm made up. Everything they said was real. It has to be, cause actually the master fast asleep in the castle's back in his private quarters. That's a master for you, that's a revolution, we don't have no order. All this torture, thought I had to warn you. Leave it all behind and go to California. I'm past the signs, it's the real thing. Try analyzing this feeling. You can't fathom.
All I got for these niggas is expletives and slugs. All I got for these bitches is big dick and drugs, alcohol and guns. Don't be scared now, you got it, dog. Smart enough to chill the fuck out until it's time to dump. Release so much rage in such a short space. I put your face in your cornflakes, mob style. You gay and Goma pal. The honey want a nigga hold it down. Hood nigga, she love my style. I knock the cat out, nigga, I pull a Lufthansa. Nigga, is that your bitch? I took that back to the casa. I'm always pulling the heights, I can't help that bitches wanna to know what that ride be like for just one night. I blow a mind and get low. It's too much dough out here to be broke. So I hit the curb, been a few corners, bumping this shit here. Turn all the way up, niggas getting robbed tonight, let's be clear. Come up off of them things, a nigga gon' die tonight, I leave you here. You give me your valuables, no funny moves, I swear.
A man walked in with a smile on his face and a loaded 45 in his hand. To the clerk, don't move, I didn't come here to shoot, but I will, so you must understand. Bang, shots in the air, no time to waste. Been doing drugs all day, now it's mine to race. Fuck the register, you better find a safe. Get the money, hit his homies up and congregate. I need bread, my kid need to be fed. This is a recession, going through depression. I ain't done sinning, cause I ain't done with it. Gotta be fucked up to make it to the top where the money at. Could be next to me, death and vanish. Work at CVS and one day you'll manage. Rejects emotionally damaged, you kids need a shrink, let me call Rick Moranis. One, two, get a crib in Atlantis. Knock a bitch out cold, she Rick Ramis. Tell Dorothy we ain't in Kansas, living in this world but we don't understand it. No, bullshit, you can't sell that. All these kids will get held back. A cup filled in my L fat, thinking we just want Dave Chappelle back. Run and tell that, I'm coming through the function with something too disgusting for discussion. Yup, that's alchemist with production. Little bit of Larry Fish, yeah, it's nothing. God versus man, line versus lamb. Competition ain't shit. I'ma treat you all like my bitch. You start by sucking this dick.
Smoking sour up in the club, bitch, I don't care what the fuck what you think. Smack your bitch up in the ass, bitch, I don't care what the fuck what you think. ATM to get some cash, bitch, I don't care what the fuck what you think. Pull up late to all my gigs, bitch, I don't care what the fuck what you think. Pull the ends up off my cigs, bitch, I don't care what the fuck what you think. Most of the family run this biz, bitch, I don't care what the fuck what you think. Still ain't got no fucking whip, bitch, I don't care what the fuck what you think. But your sister up on my clique, bitch, I don't care what the fuck what you think. Hailing from the fucking natty, bitch, I don't care what the fuck what you think. Underwater with the natty, bitch, I don't care what the fuck what you think. Bruce Jenner to the money, bitch, I don't care what the fuck what you think. Green
chiller on this 100 degrees. All this ice on body on freeze. Came up running from the police. Now I got the M&Ms, I tell the big free. Remember bad bitches used to want me spinning cheese. Now I'm on TV, I get the pussy just for free. And I like my money straight, no perm just for me. If you try to catch up with me, yeah, I'm out your league. Went and caught the Lambo just for the speed. I took your hoe and had to put her on her knees. Roll your boat, her mouth is water like the sea. The pussy got me seasick, I need some drama me.
All set. My dreams was driving the phantom. In reality, I was just trapping. All the robberies and the kidnappings. It's a dirty game, you need a napkin. When you got millions, they try to assassin. When it come to music, got a passion. We legendary, not the average. Take out.
All of my niggas had dream to put on my Louboutin red carpet scene. On the rock trying to make some word, had a sort of fiend, had to beat the pot, Billie Jean. I was a regular nigga, now people call me a regular nigga. Walking around with them Eminem niggas, they call me a vegetable nigga. Feeling like Peter Piper, walking around with them peppers, I might go and pet me a nigga. Pull up in the Bentley with bulletproof. Nigga selling out the Staples Center.
My homies told me stop being modest and stun a lil. Cause most of these rappers just rap and they never touch a meal. I'm just being honest, this God, he done made us prophets to profit. No other option, my pockets is on to Uncle Phil. Bitches audition for me, I keep them running drills. Ain't no controlling these hoes, the dome is mentally ill. Death to the enemy, ain't no rest to the death of me. Got a lock penitentiary, Money Mountains, Beverly Hills. Whoa, it's Mac of all trades. Anything you need, shit, I have it all day. It's big cash and small change, going fast in all lanes. They was sleeping on me, but I got a matter all awake now.
Sway in the morning on J45.
I switched the time zone, but what do I know? Spending nights hitchhiking, where will I go? I could fly home with my eyes closed, but it get kinda hard to see, there's no surprise though. And you can find me, I ain't hiding. I don't move my feet when I be gliding. I just slide in, and then I roll up. Yep, well, climbing over that wall. I remember, yes, I remember, yes, I remember it all. Swear the hype be too tall, yeah. So like September I fall down below. Now I know that the medicine be on call, yeah. When it's feeling like you hot enough to melt, yeah. Can't trust no one, can't even trust yourself, yeah. And I love you, I don't love nobody else, yeah. Tell them they can take that bullshit elsewhere. Self-care, I'm treating me right, yeah. Hell yeah, we gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. I switched the time zone, can, but what do I know? Spending nights hitchhiking, where will I go? I can fly home, can, with my eyes closed. But it can kinda hard to see the
no, Cam Relum. Cam Relum into service with these verses.
Hey yo, I'm park bench chillin', burger patty grillin'. Everybody love to say my name is Rumpelstiltskin. Call up Wolfgang Puck, tell him come and bring a meal in. My stomach full, I'll go against the world like Scott Pilgrim. Way above the building, bungee jumping down. They say I'm getting trendy like I come after a pound sign. Hashtag Mac, this ain't backpack rap. Give a fuck about what you sayin' after platinum plated plaques. Take it back, cooking on them hoes. You can make a casserole. Mad that I can rap so well and everything all factual. Ain't worth it if not laughable. I'm off the wall, it's racquetball. Dick that keep your girl awake all night, they call it Adderall. Youngin' on his grind, working harder than your dad work. Black shirt, hurling, and that's my name said backwards. Ass first, hell nah. Treat him like a bellhop. Let him hold my bags and give a tip for that ass, boy. I'm too old to be chillin' at the playground. Say I'm too old to be chillin' at the playground. Never be too old to be chillin' at the playground. Shorty, come and kick it. So watch her do the Macarena somewhere out by Pasadena. Love a drug that everybody here just trying to get a taste of. You a waste of the space that you take up. Living this time around, I'm not kidding. I had an intuition about these women and suspicion. Got me looking at shit different. How a man in my position can't start slipping down these slopes, cause it's all just. As a kid I didn't learn that, but when you were young and you just trying to live your life and have some fun in a world where you have yet to see how evil it's become. It's hard to have a dream when you deep inside of one, and I know you hate them Sometimes I'm a beetle to these young kids. But sometimes I be feeling like a needle to these young kids. You had the world, you about to leave it to these young kids. And we gon' show you what the love is.
Say I don't fall what you know. Let it in your time. Don't ever let it go.
It won't stop.
You can't fight the feeling.
So how's it feel? Can you feel it? Polo pajamas, I think I made it. I showed my mom my first million, she damn near fainted. The rich and famous, so nice to make your acquaintance. The legends put out their latest, I feel that it sound outdated. I'm the hardest working person in the universe. Temptation, victim to the church of Lucifer. Internet rappers ain't shit when no computers work. You spent your whole advance on 2 chains in the Gucci verse. I'm the greatest, admit it, I'm the greatest. And I don't hold a grudge against anybody who hate it. I'm underrated, don't fit on nobody's playlist. If I ain't in your top 10, then you a racist. Cocaine ether creates a strange creature. They wasn't hearing me till I fucked with a brain feeder. I'm still playing it out the same speakers. I did it all without a Drake feature. Yo, put your hands up if you feel like you a salamander. You ain't no human. You a salamander. I'm on Red Bull. Put your hands up if you feel like you a motherfucking form of energy. You ain't even electron. These bones just keeping it all together. But you full of spirits. Look, American born. Welcome to my stomping grounds in Point Breeze, where I used to walk around my father's house. Older brother used to always say I was adopted, convinced I'm a Russian foster child my family forgot about. Curious toddler, such imagination. Didn't have the patience to be top of the class at my graduation. Little pervert infatuated with masturbation, couldn't wait to bust a nut, watching porn in love with sluts. Rusty trumpets and such, disgusting sleazy shit. 12-year-old sexual deviant, got my penis licked in 7th grade. Thought I was a man now. Couldn't understand how my parents still thought I was a little kid. I had the mind of a 109-year-old elder man, the passion of the Christ and the memory of an elephant. Used to wonder all about heaven and hell. Witnessed death at a young age. I said to myself, we all mortals. We leave this world into eternal life. Other kids at different religions wonder which person's right. Worry about your fate, no separation of church and state. You be good, never break the law, you'll see the pearly gates. Fuck philosophical, back to the diabolical. Binoculars couldn't see my skills, I'm way too ill for that. I feel my raps will be underrated and underappreciated until I plow, blow my brains out. I need to stop paying attention to opinion shit. I'd rather be the pen that come and sign your motherfuckers thought they had it on lock. I tell them open the safe. A hoe, I put a hoe in her place. They show me love all the time. Motherfucker, it ain't nothing to rhyme. Got my tax bracket cracking, filling W9s out. It's my house. I was in the pros, you was only at the tryouts. Tell your coach to put your ass in timeout. It is what it is, and it be what it be. Oh yeah. Him, it ain't easy, leave it to me. Oh yeah. On me, I don't need a hoe. Wonder why I keep her though. She got that boom, like how the speakers go. Kick it on the FIFA flow. You fucking with a Jedi. On my left side, I got C-3PO. Do it big, keep it low. Swear that I'm a genius though. Why I'm in line at the club like Emilio. I sit at home, rich alone, victim own, money talk. This is mine, get your own. This a fucking money shot.
We on tour right now, Young Veggies right here. You know what I'm saying? We in the studio, Chi-Town. I got my niggas with me. I got my people with me. Mac Music. Mikey Rice and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The swag shit.
Go rock-a-bye, baby. What if I'm fucking with my butterfly lady in the backseat of the Sadies or the Saline? Something that I cop made in the 80s. I've been lost inside this puzzle, rearrange and keep on saying I'm.
We on tour right now, Young Veggies right here. You know what I'm saying? We in the studio. We on tour right now, Young Veggies right here. You know what I'm saying? We in the studio.
Sway in the morning on J45.
You know what I'm saying? We in the studio. Chi-Town. I got my niggas with me. I got my people with me. Mac Music. Mikey Martin and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Some swag shit.
Go rock-a-bye, baby. What if I'm fucking with my butterfly lady in the backseat of the Sadies or the Saline? Something that I caught made in the 80s. I've been lost inside this puzzle, rearrange and keep on saying I'm a goddamn fool. Tell me quit playing, I'm like no can do. Been through this bullshit, acting foolish as a dude that's hit what Cupid's doing. Music is the key to everything I keep pursuing. Bitches used to do the friend thing, now they ask me what I'm doing. Trying to give me head before the show go while I'm interviewing with a student newspaper. Maybe with the radio, Curb Your Enthusiasm, hold a Larry David show is something that we probably watching while we be getting high. Step aside if anybody think they looking fresh as I am, with my daily bread hoodie and a floor hat. This shit these rappers talking about, I'm getting bored of that. This and that and a wiffle ball bat. Make $1 million and I give it all back. These rappers talking shit when they shit is all whack. Yeah, I said it on wax.
Yeah, we pulling stars from the sky, live large, get high. Women lie, men lie, but we always fly. At the end of the movie, dogs always cry.
Girls ask me for that Willie D, that's how I know they feeling me. It's Simple C, the pimpin' B, what got these bitches clipped to me. You may be at the game, I guarantee you we in different seats. I seen you in the nosebleeds, but where I'm at, that isn't cheap. In the Benz, in a Jeep, make $1 million in a week. Taking off her clothes before I begin to speak, like give me cheeks. Been to London, been to France, go to if you get the chance. Been to Amsterdam, hit the club, hell no I didn't dance. Rolled around a little, smoked the weed, seen the red lights. Ain't fucking prostitute, but the head nice. Get right, from here on to the next life. Relax and sip that red stripe. Way I spend this money, you would think I had an ex-wife. Bitches love the lead pipe, the Berg word, the Camp Rice. New place every day, what I would give to just have 10 nights. Yeah, right, about to drop an album, hope it blow your mind. Trying to reach a level where no music gets put over mine. The girls ask me for that Willie D. The girls ask me for that Willie D. What does it mean to keep your pimp hand strong? Live it up, cause you don't live that long, or am I wrong? The girls ask me for that Willie D. The girls ask me for that Willie D. What does it mean to keep your pimp hand strong? Live it up, cause you don't live that. Am I wrong?
I wrote this under the influence of narcotics. Yeah. Play them horns. Young Raspy God.
Yeah. Why you fucking on my good mood? The Beamer used, but it look new. Your raps drives overcooked food. My shit is kaboom. I took shrooms, now I'm playing dodgeball in a crooked room. So address me as your superior. Mind on delirium, ice cold interior. Stirring up the chaos, I'm the cause of the confusion. Young grown ass nuisance with the strength of 22 men. Puking all over your brand new accoutrements. Lucrative, assassins I'm sure to miss. I turn my body into Eucharist, nail me to a crucifix. If I'm gonna kill myself, then I'ma do it big. Scaling Mount Vesuvius, we don't even know what being human is. And what's a man when he loses wits? Useless as the news at 6. Foolish, we nothing but a bunch of rotten and stupid kids.
I wanna punch you.
Punch you.
I wanna punch you.
Punch you.
I wanna
punch you in your fucking face.
Yeah.
We live inside a computer. In 2014, religion turned to rumor. Maneuver through the world in an Uber. Born to be a loser to the world, I'm just a tumor they'll remove. If I would've done my schoolwork, I could've been an Oklahoma Sooner with a golden retriever I named Cooper. A part-time at Brugger's, working on securing me a future, the American dream. Big titty bitches guaranteed a spot on the team. Bust inside my pants, leave a spot on my jeans. Clean it up. Why pretty girls always mean us? I'm the Godzilla mess. Leave my house forgetting that I'm still in the dress. Gun sounds, gun sounds.
I wanna punch you. I wanna punch you. I wanna punch you in your fucking face. Yeah, I wanna punch you. I wanna punch you. I wanna punch you in your fucking face.
I'm worldwide, but I smack clowns local. Gunshots, MOP, background vocals. Fire in the hole of the designer of your clothes. On the up and up, you fucking up while you fucking with those.
You feel like you're alone with you have a soulmate. Somebody who challenges you. I'm talking about someone who opens up things for you, touches your soul. You can't get back to them, no. You'll never have that kind of relationship in a world where you're always afraid to take the first step because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road. You can do anything you want. You are bound by nothing.
Yeah, are you my soulmate, my angel? What do you want with me? Too high, slow pace, my eyes closed, your body all I see. Nothing you're too divine for my human mind. When I'm with you, what do you do? Bring me to life. No matter what, one day everyone dies. You think you a god till you run out of time. Yeah, say when you're gone, what will you leave behind? Sometime soon, there goes my mind. You're the one to show me divine love. Where was you when I was lonely? My divine love. When the stereo plays so song, sounds so clear. What's so wrong? I'm right here.
All right, man. Come on, man. Sway the morning. It's Friday. We got to give it up for DJ Clockwork. And thank you. Just want to say thank you for taking us on that journey.
De nada.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
man,
y'all welcome, man.
man.
Thank y'all for having me up here to be able to do this, man.
Hey, man, all we have is each other. You know,
That's a fact.
when you look at what goes on in this rap or entertainment game, and we see all the antics and the drama and the pettiness that goes on, and you lose somebody, you realize, man, all we really got is each other. So if I'm not utilizing this platform for these moments, then why the hell do I even have it?
Man, we appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
From the young, and I teach too.
Okay.
So my students, they know about Sway.
Oh,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
love.
They know
Wow.
about Sway in the morning.
Uh-huh.
They DMing me like, yeah, we downloaded the app. We about to tune in. I'm like, man, y'all need to be in class learning, man.
Yeah.
But this is a good moment. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, from the youth to my generation to the older generation, we thank you, man.
Oh, thank you,
know what I'm
Clockwork, and I appreciate that. And all those students listening in, you are now officially citizens. You're citizens, hey!
What up, Heritage High School, Harlem? You know what I'm saying? East Harlem, what's up?
What's up, East Harlem. Man, go off and be great and continue to do what you do. Tonight, he'll be at Brooklyn Bowl celebrating Earth, Wind, and Fire. It's a tribute party. Make sure you try to get in that. You want to follow Clockwork, you can.
Yes. Clockworkdj.
That's right.
Does anybody know why today is the Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute?
The 21st of September.
That's right. Hey.
That's like a dad joke.
Yeah, well, you know, that's one of the songs, one of their famous songs is called September.
Right.
And if you go listen, matter of fact, let's pull that up, man. We're going to pull that one up.
Thank you.
We're going to pull it up.
Hey, you got students listening. Might as well teach them something.
Because they probably ain't never heard it, which is crazy, but they probably never heard it.
Earth, Wind, and Fire was a group that was a mainstay in my household as a youth.
Me too.
You know, as a young child, my mother would put us to sleep playing Earth, Wind, and Fire music. So Reasons, Fantasy, you know, all of those, Way of the World, all those different songs. September were the songs we jammed to. Clockwork, thanks again, brother.
Thank you, Sway.
All right.
Wander, Tracy G had to be. the whole crew.
Yeah.
Always showing me love. Thank you.
Come back. And citizens, follow him. Do it. Hit him up now, man, if you enjoyed that mix at Clockwork DJ. Do it now.